Hello, what is up, busy bees? I have posted a new video. So, welcome back to the channel. It has been a little while, and I'm so glad you're here. So, let's get this video started. So, today we're going to be talking about differences between two different types of churches. Now, this isn't trying to compare them in like a better standard. This is just what I've experienced going to different churches throughout my life and just how they conduct certain things differently. So, if you guys have any of your own experiences, leave a comment down below, like and share this video to any other social media platforms that you have that you prefer. Let's get started. So, today I'm going to be talking about black churches versus white churches. So, mainly the differences I'm going to be talking about are like offerings, like dress code, like type of energy after church service. So let's get started on that. So first I'm going to talk about the dress code. Dress codes in white and black churches are very different. I did not go to like a majority black churches a lot of times. I have been to a couple, but their form of dress code is way different than our church that I go to now. For the black churches, they have a lot of like, for my church, it's mainly like a come as you are. It's more like comfortable. Like people wear like shirts and shorts, or like sometimes the women will wear dresses or like nice like suits or rompers or whatever. But like at black churches, they will like the kids are dressed nice, the parents are dressed nice, the pastor dressed nice. Like everybody is dressed nice because to them that's a sign of like respect, and they feel comfortable coming into the house of the Lord dressed nice as a sign of respect. So the dress codes are very different. I'm still trying to decide where I stand as far as dress code. I want to be modest, but at the same time, I'm trying to figure out what's comfortable for me. So mainly I've been going to church in dresses and skirts and kinds of things. I mean, sometimes I'll go in shorts and pants because that's what I'm used to. But yeah, a lot of black churches I've been to, they are dressed nicely. Everybody in the family dressed nice. They make sure that their kids are that they look presentable. And not to say that they don't do that in the church that I go to for white churches. I mean, people are dressed nice in the white church too. It's just completely two different worlds when it comes to black and white churches. So then I'm going to start talking about energy levels within the church. Now, energy is very different from these two types of churches. With our church, people are energetic, but it's not like a black energetic where people are you talking to Sister Johnson, or whatever. Like y'all speak. People are speaking like in tongues. People are dancing around and shouting. It's really different. Like the style of music is different too. That's what causes these different styles of energy. Gospel music hits different than like say City of Light or like Hillsong. It's just two different worlds that it can mix and mingle together, but they're just two different styles that create different feelings. Then I'm going to be talking about service length. If any of you guys have seen the TV show Blackish, there's an episode where where Anthony Anderson and Tracy Ellis Ross take their white friends to their church, and they're sitting there like it's too long, we can't do this church. And then Tracy Ellis and Anthony Anderson went to go visit their church, their friend's church, and it was too short. The music was completely different. The style of worship was different. So they're both just decided to stay at their own churches. So that's kind of how this is. Not to say that you shouldn't try other people's churches and see like how the worship styles differ, but yeah, service lengths are very different in black churches. You will get there at a certain time. It depends on the pastor. If someone tell the pastor to keep going, they will keep going. So you might be in church for a little bit longer. And also, too, there's after church, but we'll get to that at the end of the video. Versus my church, now we're starting at 4 o'clock because of the summer difference hours and because we're replanting. We start at 4, we get out at 5:30, so church is an hour and a half. Versus some churches I've been to, they start at like 11, we get out at like 1 o'clock. Might be 1:30, might be 2, just because there might be something after or something during that's taking a lot of time. So service lengths are very different. Next, I'm going to talk to y'all about offerings within the church. So, church offerings are done differently. When I used to go to my old school, they would pass around this bag at certain times of the month, and people would just drop in the money and pass it around. And that there might be someone praying, or they might wait until after everyone is done passing around the bags and collect those. I have been to a church, a black church, where they have a offering plate. This offering plate is passed around, and someone is like doing prayer during the time of offering as this plate is passed around. In my church, we have a tithes box. We don't like, I don't know with COVID if they've done it differently before, but we don't have like a offering plate or a bag to pass around. We have a tithes box where we like write out checks or put money in or credit card stuff, and we put it in the tithes box, and that's pretty much it. And the other church I went to, which was a non-denominational church with many different people, they had a donation box in the back. So it depends on what church you're going to, but offerings versus black and white churches look completely different. Yeah. So now I'm going to get to my point about after church service. After church service is different from black and white church. Again, both of these churches are fascinating. They're both awesome. I mean, it's a church. They're people of God going to church, which is awesome. But they're just different cultural aspects to this. So after church service for a black church, I've been to one. It was a couple months ago I was at it. There was a picnic after church. So we had church from like 11 to like 1 o'clock. That was the service. That was just the service. Then there was like a picnic after, so that went till like 3 o'clock. So black churches are longer just because like a lot of times after church they will have activities after, or they'll go to places together to hang out after church. It might be somewhere to eat, it might be somewhere to go visit. Like it's pretty much like anything after church, they'll go hang out together as like a family like outing kind of thing. Whereas my church, it's like sometimes people will go have lunch together after, or they might go with someone else's family and hang out with their kids. But as far as like after church, it's kind of like, okay, at this point you can go home type of thing. It's not like a scheduled, like all of us finna go over to the buffet or something type of thing. It's just like, okay, y'all can do whatever plans that y'all want to do after. So yeah, this is just kind of a short video just trying to explain about some differences between black churches and white churches, just like dress styles, energy during service. Actually, I'll throw in real quick too music styles. As I said in my last video, my church does more mellow music styles, but there's many different churches that do like different music styles. Whereas black churches, they have the gospel music or the more upbeat, energetic music, and our church does the more mellow music. It's perfectly fine. I mean, it works for some people, and the other music works for other people. But yeah, this was just to explain some differences between the black and white church. If you guys have any other experiences that you want to put down below in the comments of what you've experienced within your church journeys, I would love to hear it, because then I can add some more perspectives to what from what I know. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Keep the hive buzzing. Please share this with your friends on different social media channels to help the channel grow and spread the word of Jesus Christ. And have a blessed day.